Hello, I am Mazer, and I welcome you to the latest episode of The Wolf Report. Let's start today's report with some video game news. Nintendo has recently announced that they are committed to a 2015 release date for Star Fox on the Wii U. In order to do so, Miyamoto has stated that he will be reaching out to external developers to assist in the development of this game. While the external company has not yet been named, Miyamoto reassures fans that he will be a part of the development every step of the way. Speaking of Star Fox, Platinum Games has just released the newest costume for the upcoming Bayonetta 2. Referred to as the Star Mercenary, this costume dresses up Bayonetta as Fox McCloud, complete with ears and a tail. Furries worldwide rejoice at this news. Now on to movie news. Lionsgate has released the first image of Vin Diesel's newest movie, The Last Witch Hunter. The movie stars Michael Caine, Eliza Wood, Rose Leslie, and Vin Diesel as the immortal witch hunter Calder. Based in present-day New York City, Calder must team up with a kind witch in order to stop the resurrection of an ancient evil. The movie is scheduled to be released sometime in 2015. On another note, musician-turned-director Rob Zombie is returning to the big screen with his latest project simply titled 31. According to the website, 31 is about 5 people kidnapped during the last 5 days leading up to Halloween. In order to survive, they will have to play a violent, gruesome game known only as 31. What makes this project even more interesting is the fact that the movie is a Kickstarter. Hosted on fanback.com, Zombie is asking for donations from his fans in order to create the most brutal and visceral movie of his career. Those who donate receive several perks, including 31 swag, props from his previous films, and even the opportunity to see the movie with Zombie himself. If you would like to know more, please check out the description below for the website. Finally, Operation Platinum. What is it? What does it involve? Who started this project? Our anchorman Mazer is on the call with one of the most vocal contributors of Operation Platinum. Mazer? Thanks, Mazer. This is Mazer, and I'm here with Bearhugger 29. This man's a good friend of mine. He's a YouTube personality. Bearhugger 29, please introduce yourself.
What's going on, everyone out there? I'm your big boy, Bearhugger 29, the Canadian boy. Glad to be here.
Thank you, and I'm glad to have you here on my very first Wolf Report interview. Before we get started, I got some questions for you, but before we get started, please tell us what you do on YouTube, who you are, how'd you get started?
Well, I started about 3 years ago on YouTube. It was just a nobody, really. A couple people that I knew in real life and also friends on the internet were my only subscribers. And then I tried to do an experimentation with a new form of, I guess, more of like along the lines of trying to do like a Let's Play kind of gamer. So I ended up making a swearnet. Not swearnet, sorry. Game Swears, my bad.
Game Swears,
yeah, Game Swears was actually something I was trying to do as a side project to see if I can actually get involved with a lot of people like that, watch like PewDiePie's content and Markiplier and everybody else like that. But that didn't go my way at all, period. So I went back to my traditional ranting, and now I'm involved with Gamers at Large, which is a YouTube collaboration and whatnot. A lot of gamers out there that pretty much basically are trying to enforce to stop like the community hate amongst gamers. There's a lot of trolls, a lot of idiots, and a lot of people out there that cause a lot of dilemma when it comes to gaming related materials. So we're basically a group that at its core are Nintendo fans, not fanboys, but fans itself, and at the same time, just love for gaming and just in general wise. And my channel took off like flying colors because I managed to meet a bunch of people that are semi-popular on YouTube, gave me a lot of shout outs for that. And now I'm sitting at almost close to like getting there now to about almost 520 subscribers now. So yeah, looking pretty good. I
won't deny I'm a little jealous of your subscriber count, but hey, what can you do? What can you do? Yes, I've been Ray Bearhugger and I have been friends for quite some time. I've always been a fan of his in-your-face attitude and his brutal honesty. But what made he and I click so well is our love for games that are generally hated by the community, things that reviewers and critics just trash because apparently people forgot what fun is. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Too many games get swept under the rug on a yearly basis. That's rather despicable for something that's very popular. And
Yeah.
that, to me, it just ruins gaming as a whole.
Yeah, for me, it stifles creativity because games used to be about crazy, zany ideas, and lately, if you have a crazy, zany idea, it gets thrown aside just because it's not a AAA title. Some titles, off the top of my head, would be Wet, Splatterhouse, and
Yep.
Yep, two of my very favorite games on the PlayStation 3. Well, the biggest reason I brought you here is because lately your videos have centered along the lines of a certain controversy involving Ubisoft and the Wii U. Basically, them saying that nobody on the Wii U buys mature-rated games, or nobody who is a Nintendo fan buys mature-rated games, even though mature-rated games on the GameCube proves otherwise. Some of the best-selling games on the GameCube were rated M. And so, what's your opinion? What sparked your interest in this Ubisoft conflict?
Well, at the formal time when the CEO came out and stated that on record that the reason for the faults of the sales of Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 4 weren't that big on the sales numbers, but completely neglects the actual successful rate of Zombie U, which sold fairly well. To have the audacity to come out and state that only Wii U owners only want Just Dance, but yet they're looking at the Wii numbers and not the Wii U numbers as a whole. And VG charts, even though it's not a reliable source in the sense because it shows not accurate numbers, but somewhat decent numbers, you can actually see proof for yourself that he's looking at Wii numbers, not Wii U. And so, in other words, he's using this in the sense of form that he's looking at the Wii U as nothing more than a bypass product of the Wii itself and not a standalone console that's separate to the Wii. With that said, however, when he made that formal analogy of we don't want M-rated games, even though given the fact that past games in the past, whether it be on the GameCube generation, hell, even on the Wii generation itself, when we did get M-rated games, is complete and utter, pretty much basically became retroactive, pretty much. They get completely ignored and swift off to the side, but there's a lot more to it behind the scenes that people are not realizing, though. It's all out of a greed factor that the reason why these games did not sell in the sense because, A, they were not quality ports. They were just straight up, dumbed down ports, unpolished wise, had so many problems, didn't even bother to even come up with updates for them, but minus a few games that they did release, like Zombie U managed to receive updates, the same goes with Blacklist, but they never released an update for Assassin's Creed 3, nor did they actually release an update for Black Flag. And we as gamers ourselves, we voted for our wallet, or voted with our wallet, sorry about that. And to me, that is something that gamers need to understand, that if you see a product that you buy, in the sense of whatever, no matter how, if it's unpolished, don't buy it. You shouldn't be subjected to buying unfinished products and relying on an update to get released. But in conjunction to what he said and related to the whole entire M-rated aspect, that's already gone out the window from what he basically stated because Zombie U already proves otherwise.
And Zombie U was a critically mixed game. It was no one really loved it, and no one really hated it. It was a mixed bag across the boards. People were all over. They didn't really understand what Zombie U was trying to be because we were in the era where horror games took a step back to action with Resident Evil 5 and
6, yep.
Yeah, 6, and then we had Left 4 Dead, which is still a scary game, but it's all based on action. Then we get a game that goes back to the limited ammo, you only live once, one bite you're dead, and atmosphere, and it seemed like critics forgot that this is what horror games used to be about, so things got very twisted, which caused, usually the people who read the reviews and listen to reviews, they stayed away from the game, unfortunately, but it still ended up selling very well.
Yeah, it sold almost close to 1 million units, and that's not even including, I think it was like 700 to be exact, 700,000 units to be exact, and that's just going off of VG charts numbers. That's not including digital downloads, because I bought a digital copy of the game when it was on sale there back in the beginning of July. But the funny thing is that I find rather hilarious, though, when it does come to Ubisoft. I mean, they're well-known publicly wise, that they like to falsely advertise their games. Watch Dogs is already approved of that, but we're going back, to around the time area when Far Cry 2 was announced and how many bull shots they came out with that game, and they've been repeating that same pattern ever since.
Yes.
So the fact of the matter is that Ubisoft CEO, they're upset at the fact that nobody on the Wii U bought Assassin's Creed, but we didn't buy to actually, despite the franchise, we didn't buy it because it was an unpolished, unquantifiable game that lacked the actual quality consistency that the other versions that actually came out for the other platforms. And to me, that feels kind of like a slap in the face. And plus on top of that, with their lack of advertising, you would see commercials for Assassin's Creed 3/4, and you wouldn't even see the Wii U logo at the end of the actual trailer. And there's too many problems with Ubisoft in the way they actually release their content and advertise their stuff, and it's like the Wii U's version never even existed. It's like to me it's pretty bad. Even though the Wii U version of Black Flag, even to me personally, was a stealth release, just like what they're going to do with Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs doesn't even have a release date yet, but I guarantee you right now that game is going to be released next month, and it's going to be a stealth release. And to me, that is BS.
No, yeah, I completely agree. I remember when the Assassin's Creed 4, both Assassin's Creed 4 and Arkham Origins, there were two Wii U games I wanted to get, but when it was released, I couldn't find many stores that actually carried it. I actually did a little research. I went to 5 Targets and 6 GameStops, and none of them had it in stock unless you specifically asked. Then they went in the back and had to get it for me. And it was just like they really didn't want to sell these products.
Yeah, it's like, what kind of advertising is that? And then they sit there and use those formal excuses saying that, we don't want M-rated games, we don't want that, but yet when the CEO is bullshitting between his teeth, and excuse my language, by the way.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
But he's BSing through his mouth when you know damn well just how well Zombie U has sold. And the fact that when you look at numbers and compare the numbers between Assassin's Creed and Just Dance, Assassin's Creed was a better seller than Just Dance 2014 was on the Wii U, which to me was, you can tell by he's basically talking out of his butt, but at the end of the day, he's saving his own butt because he's coming with an excuse to the fact he doesn't want to represent this console anymore. He's tired of it, and whatever the case may be. So, hey, what can you do about it? You know what I mean? But hey, us Nintendo fans, man, I'm sorry, but if you decide to buy, or you have low standards when it comes to buying quality titles for your system, that's not my problem.
Yeah,
we care about our product, and we care about us as a consumer to get the quality that we frickin' deserve.
Yeah, when there's so many developers out there who blame the Wii U owners for not buying these ports, but if you go down the list, we had Sniper Elite version 2, which had all the online aspects removed. We had Injustice that did not get any DLC support until very late into its career.
And a missing lobby system.
Yeah, and the screwed up lobby system. Arkham Origins was the worst port on the Wii U, and it did not get the DLC side missions.
Nope.
The only two games that got worthy ports were both Deus Ex and Need for Speed. The problem with those two, though, is the fact that both games were released on the Wii U a year after, so everybody who wanted it already had it.
Yep.
And Deus Ex was actually released. It was supposed to be exclusive on the Wii U, this updated version. It got ported to the other systems, but at $10 cheaper on the X360 and the PS3, $10 cheaper versus the full $60 price tag on the Wii U. So, of course, nobody ended up supporting it on the Wii U, which is unfortunate because when it was announced, Wii U owners were ecstatic, and then they found out they got screwed out of this $10.
Exactly, and hence the reason why the sales for that game flopped. However, there is one game, though, that deserves to be in everyone's library, and that is Wonderful 101. That's a game that does two things and does two things right. It adds a very consistent of a brand new gameplay experience that we've never seen done before. And on top of that, too, as well, while the game is challenging, after all, this is Platinum Games, and they're vastly known to have difficulty gameplay elements behind their games. But the thing is, though, this is an actual game that's done right proper. It doesn't have that many bugs. Actually, in fact, I haven't come across any at all, period. But a lot of people base their judgment off the demo itself and ignored the game because they got critically slammed by a lot of critics, as far as the game of journalism goes, or in the world of journalism, sorry.
Yeah,
the thing of it is, that's a game that you have to realize, people, at the end of the day, ignore the reviews. Don't even base it on the demo. The full game itself is a million times better. Million times better. If you're looking for a unique experience and a nice difficult challenge that doesn't hold your hand like most modernized gaming is to this very given day, you need this game in your collection. There's no arguing about it, period.
Yeah, Platinum Games is sort of what is becoming the new Ubisoft for Nintendo, because Ubisoft used to be a very strong supporter, but Platinum Games, I just read an interview with them concerning Bayonetta 2, and they are over the moon with just how well Nintendo has treated them. I got one last question, and that would be, in one of your recent videos, you discussed what you called the Bayonetta Challenge, which then evolved into something called Operation Platinum, which is basically a
movement.
It is a movement. And would you like to go into further detail so everybody here could get a good idea what Operation Platinum is?
Absolutely. Basically, when I came out with an idea, well, actually, a friend of mine gave me the idea to go ahead and do it, and I went ahead and made a video like an hour after he gave me the idea. I started a movement that I wanted to do, but it took off the very next day when somebody else by the name of Dr. Trey, a.k.a. Doc Trey, actually released a video called Operation Platinum, but his goal wasn't the same as mine, even though I'm adding my goal to the element of Operation Platinum, which I'll explain real quick for you guys. Basically, Operation Platinum is essentially what I had going in mind, except mine was the fact that I wanted people to take photos of them getting their copy of Bayonetta and emailing them to me so I could make a montage video and then release it publicly, and then also give it to the actual official Platinum Games developers and their actual game company Twitter, and then see if they can actually get a response out of them for it. But Operation Platinum, however, though, their goal is a little bit different, and that's why I wanted to go ahead and add my element to the mix of this. And that was to Operation Platinum is our goal right now, set that Doc Trey actually had in mind, was to get this game to reach 1 million in sales. And that's not asking for too much, but given the fact that a lot of people now are really supporting it, hell, even the developers themselves have actually already came out and definitely on board with this movement. There was even one of the actual producers at Platinum Games that wanted people to create a design for a t-shirt that he can wear at Tokyo Game Show there this month. And to me, that right there alone proves that they are listening, that a lot of other gamers are starting to turn heads, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, there is a lot of naysayers out there that are saying that, this operation is going to fail, blah, 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 because people have tried to do somewhat similar movements like that before in the past without success. However, the only problem is with a lot of those movements back then, didn't get a lot of support because a lot of the people didn't really care, or the actual movement wasn't publicly well known. This one here, it's taken off extremely well so far. We got a lot of developers are definitely giving their thumbs up and our blessings for this. At the same time, we've gotten a lot of journalist websites out there covering this for us too as well. A lot of people are really in conjunction with supporting this. Me being absolutely 100% behind it. And yeah, I really hope to God that Operation Platinum does really succeed and make that 1 million. But at the same time, I added, as I said, with the whole entire photo thing, I still want that to actually happen too as well. But I'm also, I went ahead there a couple weeks ago and I added another bonus to that, saying that if you also buy Wonderful 101, this is also going to help with the whole entire Operation Platinum thing, because again, like I said, Wonderful 101 deserves to be played. End of story. There's no arguing that, because if you want a unique experience, that's where you're going to get it. So with this movement, and along with reaching 1 million sales, but also getting more sales for Wonderful 101 too as well, we'll be also pretty much basically lock in the Bayonetta franchise to only be on Nintendo's platforms, and on top of that too as well, get some more unique love from Platinum Games themselves. The whole entire aspect of trying to prove Ubisoft wrong, we're not even doing that anymore. The whole Ubisoft thing is that just got a bore fest. We're pretty much basically 2 days afterwards, I was getting tired of talking about it. We don't need to even prove anything that wrong. That alone is going to prove itself outright anyways. But the thing of it is, our main goal is to make sure this game, but the main element behind this goal, outside from reaching $1 million, or 1 million units, is the simple fact is that we want quality, consistent games on the Wii U. Not the fact that we don't want third-party developer games on our system. We do, but take the time to actually make proper ports or proper versions of said game to bring over to the Wii U. If you go ahead and you half-ass your game and release it on the actual Wii U, yeah, we vote with our wallets. We're not these dumbed-down gamers who get suckered into everything and have to wait for an update to get patched or whatever the case may be. the whole goal, that's the whole reason why we're doing this. We want to support Platinum Games because they've been absolutely generous to us with games like Wonderful 101, and them, allowing Nintendo to fund the project for Bayonetta 2 to get that out there in the hands of consumers that wanted this project, even though a lot of people are still upset with the whole aspect that it's not on their console of choice. But too bad, get over it. At the end of the day, that's our main goal. Get to a million sales. Send me your photos. I'm still going to make that montage. And at the same time, as a bonus, if you bought Wonderful 101 recently, or you're still thinking about getting it, by all means, go ahead and add that to your list of bonuses for doing this operation with us. So, yeah. So hopefully we'll reach that goal. I'm hoping that we do within the first month that the game launches. So probably by the middle of November, hopefully we'll reach that million mark. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But yeah, you can thank Doc Trado for really getting this out there, doing a whole entire movie better than mine, and getting it out there more towards people because he has a way popular channel, and I'm not even upset at that at all, period. I'm glad that somebody else took that approach, and then I'm definitely 100% on board, and everyone else should be too as well.
Now,
so,
no, I completely agree. I'm a huge supporter, and I'll be sending you my photo. And I believe the hashtag is Operation Platinum if they want to tag it. All right, so everyone, if you want to join the Operation Platinum movement to show developers that gamers for the Wii U, Nintendo fans do like quality, mature-rated games, just quality games, period. Just follow Operation Platinum, hashtag Operation Platinum, and if you would like to join Bearhugger's campaign with the montage and the videos, excuse me, I will link his channel in my description, and just go to his channel and contact him there with your pictures when Bayonetta 2 comes out. And if you have Wonderful 101, please send him those photos also. Let's show people that we want quality games for the system and not just a slow hand-me-down
unpolished port.
Unpolished port. Well, that is it for today. I really wanted to share this rant and this movement going around with everybody. Bearhugger, I really appreciate you joining me today on the Wolf Report.
Not a problem.
And I will hopefully see you on the show again.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, thank you very much, and everyone have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.